Hello, church family. I want to welcome you to this week's edition of BHC Prayse. It's hard to imagine it's June, warm weather here in Phoenix, and we want to gather together today and pray one for another. Some people are struggling. Some people are having a hard time, and we have the opportunity to pray for them. I don't know what you're going through in life, but God does. I was reading recently in the book of Jonah about Jonah being swallowed by a whale, being thrown off a ship and crying out to God. It's called the prayer of Jonah. Allow me to read it to you in Jonah chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. Then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the belly of the fish, saying, I called out to the Lord out of my distress, and he answered me. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the flood surrounded me. All of your waves and your billows passed over me. Then I said, I am driven away from your sight, yet I shall again look upon your holy temple. The waters closed in over me to take my life. The deep surrounded me. Weeds were wrapped around my head at the roots of the mountains. I went down to the land whose bars closed upon me forever. Yet you brought up my life from the pit. O Lord my God, when my life was fainting away, I remembered the Lord, and my prayer came to you, into your holy temple. Those who pay regard to vain idols forsake their hope of steadfast love, but I, with the voice of thanksgiving, will sacrifice to you. What I have vowed, I will pay. Salvation belongs to the Lord. And the Lord spoke to the fish, and it vomited up Jonah out upon the dry land. Have you ever felt like you've been thrown overboard and are drowning in the sea of life? That was Jonah. He knew he had made mistakes. He knew he had done wrong, but he also knew he was drowning and he was about to die. So he called out to God, and God answered his prayer and threw him back on solid ground. Friends, I don't know what your situation in life is, but I know God does. I know God is able to help you. Even if you're drowning in the ocean, even if you've been swallowed by a great fish, God can help. So I want to encourage you today to believe the impossible, believe that God is able. Don't take anything back that God can't do. Believe in God, trust in Him, and call out to Him. At this time, let us intercede to God, the great God who saved Jonah, on behalf of those that are listed and requesting your prayer today. Let us pray. for joining us for this week's edition of BHC Prayse. You saw some familiar names there. You saw people whom you don't even know, but God used you to pray for them. I encourage you to write down those names and pray again and again. And remember for yourself the story of Jonah. Even when you feel like you've been thrown overboard and you're drowning in the sea of life, call out to God. He is able to rescue you and put you back on solid ground. May God bless you and be encouraged.